It is May 7th, 2025, and this is the latest breaking news out of Honduras. Blackhawk pilot found deceased on riverbank in Honduras. Authorities say police are investigating. A U.S. Army soldier was found deceased on a riverbank several miles from an airbase in Honduras this weekend, authorities confirmed on Tuesday. The body of First Lieutenant Marciano Parisano, 25, was found off base in Comayagua, a city in the west-central part of the country, the U.S. Army said. At 2 p.m. local time on May 3rd, a person reported finding a body on the banks of the Chiquito River, according to the newsletter from the Honduran National Police. Police immediately went to the scene, police said, and launched an investigation. During the search of the area, police found a damaged cell phone that allegedly belonged to Parisano, according to police. Comayagua is about 5 miles from Soto Cano Air Base, where Parisano was stationed. Parisano was there on leave, the U.S. Embassy said in a statement. The Honduran National Police said the agency had already identified suspects in the case and ruled out robbery as a potential motive. The investigation into Parisano's death is being led by Honduran National Police in coordination with the U.S. Embassy in Honduras and the U.S. Army Criminal Investigation Department, the Army and Honduran National Police both said. Parisano was a UH-60 Blackhawk pilot with the 1st Battalion, 228 Aviation Regiment, the Army said. He graduated from West Point in 2023, then attended aviation training school in Alabama Fort Nova. He earned the rank of First Lieutenant on November 27, 2024. Soto Cano Air Base was his first duty station. During his military career, Parisano was awarded the National Defense Service Medal, Army Service Ribbon, German Armed Forces Proficiency Badge, Air Assault Badge, and Army Aviation Wings, the Army said. Our deepest sympathies are with the Parisano family and our Soto Cano family, while we mourn the loss of First Lieutenant Marciano Parisano, said U.S. Army Colonel Daniel Alder, Joint Task Force Bravo commander, in a statement. Parisano had been missing since May 2nd and was reportedly on authorized leave at the time. According to friends, he was last seen at a local bar with a group of friends where an altercation occurred with the group. He ordered a taxi but never returned to base. His body was discovered after a citizen alerted emergency responders to a body floating in the river. A partially destroyed cell phone believed to be Parisano's was also found nearby. Honduran National Police, leading the investigation with support from U.S. authorities, have ruled out robbery as a motive, have identified suspects, though details remain undisclosed for investigative reasons. Surveillance footage and witness statements are also being reviewed. As of May 6, 2025, the investigation into First Lieutenant Marciano Parisano's death is ongoing. Honduran National Police, in coordination with the U.S. Embassy and the U.S. Criminal Investigation Division, are leading the inquiry. Authorities have ruled out robbery as a motive and have identified suspects, but no further details have been released to avoid compromising the investigation. Forensic analysis of evidence, including a damaged cell phone found near Parisano's body, is underway, and officials are reviewing surveillance footage and witness accounts to reconstruct his final moments. No additional public updates or conclusions have been announced. Now, Comayagua is one of these places that I just happen to be with. Again, I travel the world, and with the benefit of being with my ex, we traveled and saw a lot of places. Comayagua is one of the towns, small, tiny, teeny tiny town, that is a good place to visit, especially during Easter, which we just happened to roll up on. So we were there in Tegucigalpa, so I'm familiar with the area. It looks like he just went out on a town and ran into it with some possible locals. Who knows? It could be locals. It could be visitors too, because there's a lot of visitors, international visitors there. Anyway, I wanted to pass this on as soon as possible. I'll also add at the end of this links to videos of Comayagua so you can get an idea of what the area looks like. Our condolences to the family and friends of Mr. Parisano. If more information arises on this story, I will pass it on immediately. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to travel, but travel safe.